I'm SumSums.
I'm LoveBug.
And we have a really creepy Halloween story for you.
Yeah. Okay. Well,
Are you ready?
I think they're ready.
Okay, go.
Okay. We were walking through this neighborhood and not many people were like trick-or-treating. Yeah, I know, we're idiots. We trick-or-treat. Would you really turn down free candy if you could have it? If you could just dress like a slut and get free candy, would you really turn that down?
I didn't look like a slut though. I had a domo costume. It was basically Snuggie with a domo face on it. So yeah, it was totally a slut.
I was Queen of Hearts. I was pretty slutty. And we're just walking. You know, there's not many people there. We're kind of in an old people neighborhood. I really don't know why we were there. But, like, there's this guy with all dressed in black with, like, this white anonymous mask. And he's standing by, like a
lamppost.
Yeah, a lamppost. That's the word I was looking for.
This sounds, like, so cliche and, like, hallucinating and everything. But, like...
We're not lying.
Oh, my God.
We're not liars.
It is so scary.
Literally, I think I pissed myself.
So the whole thing that happened was he was standing there, and we were walking by, and we got really creeped out, and I was like, oh, I see you, like, joking around, because I thought he was just, like, messing around with us and, like, everyone who, like, walked by.
So then he turns around and walks away, and he's kind of, like, around the corner, so we walk by, and all of a sudden he's, like, in the bushes, just, like, staring at us. And so I turn around, and I'm like, whoa, man, whoa, and he starts running towards us. So, of course, you know... Being LoveBug, I'm running, screaming pedophile at the top of my lungs.
And then, that's not even, like, the scary part. Like,
no.
Like, today, which is...
It is
it's
November?
No, it was November 2nd. We were walking around our neighborhood, and it was, like, what time was it? Like, 8:30?
Maybe, like, 8:30,
It was dark. It was, like, pitch... It was dark. And then
we went to go visit our friend Sam in that same neighborhood, and we were like, oh, well, this guy lives all the way on the other side of the neighborhood. We're not going to see him. And we were kind of like, oh, we're never going to see him again. I was kind of thinking about making a movie about it and him, like, stalking us and stuff. That's pretty accurate to what happened.
And we didn't actually think that anything was going to happen after that, like, as she said. And it was just, like, we just kind of, like, shrugged off our shoulders. But after we hang out with Sam for, like, a half an hour, we start walking back. And there's, like, this pathway through two of the neighborhoods. And when
it's like a shortcut.
when we were walking through it, it was a sidewalk, and there were bushes, then bushes. And, like...
Stark.
Yeah, and there's, like, a corner, so you couldn't really see what was on the other side, but when we were, like, in the middle to the end, we couldn't see, like, really anything on either side of us, but I look over, and I see the mask. It was the scariest thing. Like, I almost pissed my pants. She goes off
running down, screaming, and I'm walking there, and I'm always one to joke about, like, dying and rape.
Yeah,
I don't know. I'm always one of those people that just joke about that. That's kind of cruel, but I find it like a really upsetting subject, so I just joke about it to kind of lighten my perspective. And I'm walking down there, and Summer's always joking about how there's rapists down there. So I'm walking down, and I'm whispering to myself, come out, rape me. Shh, you ain't real.
And then he shows up, and... Like, I wasn't hallucinating or anything, because I knew he was real. Like, we saw, like, we were with, like, 2 or 3 other people at the time. The first time we saw him on Halloween. Like, they saw him, too. Like, he's completely real. But, like, when we were walking through that pathway, he was right there. And once I started running off, she, like, completely understood what I was saying. And she, like, ran off, too. So, like, 5 minutes after that, we look behind us. We see it, like, standing... in the middle of, like, the pathway, like, staring at us. Like, it's a white mask with, like, wearing all black. It's a human. I can definitely tell. Like, it's, like
you can see the outline.
There staring at us, and it's, like, moving. Like, following us everywhere.
Yeah, and it doesn't... You never see it actually move unless it's running towards you. It's weird. We sound like we're making this up. We're not. Like, we're, like, halfway down the street in this other neighborhood. That's part of the shortcut.
Yeah,
where we were
so
going.
Cliche, but it's, like...
We were waiting for a few guys. We were scared. We were waiting to meet up with a few friends, like 3 dudes.
Yeah, and they were coming back from, like, the mall in, like, a car at the time. So we were, like, standing in direct light, like, around where all the cars could see. So we were, like, completely in sight. And when no cars would walk by, we would just be, like, freaking out, like, standing there kind of.
Yeah, when we got out of that wooded path, we maybe got halfway across like halfway down the street, and I turned around and you could see the outline of like a human body, and it was like you couldn't exactly like make out the features of the mask, but you could definitely see it was it was shaped like a mask, and it was white.
With the hood and like all black clothing. It was like a human just like standing there.
And it wasn't like a screen mask. It was just like a white mask with a place for your eyes.
It was like so anonymous and so creepy.
Completely anonymous. And we weren't the only people who saw it. We're not hallucinating. Sam's dad, like, when Sam had to go in, his dad came out and got him. And he's like, oh, girl, stay away from the guy in the mask. We just kind of laughed, shrugged it off our shoulders.
It's like everyone knows about it, but they think it's a joke.
Yeah, they think it's just for Halloween, just to scare kids.
And like,
I'm scared right now.
Yeah, we didn't think it was ever gonna come back, and we didn't think we were ever gonna see it after Halloween. And here it is tonight. Well, yesterday night, because it's like 2 o'clock in the morning right now, because we're super bored. But we saw it, and I am really scared.
Yeah, and the guys came back, and we're like, we told them what they saw. Thomas was
they
like,
didn't believe us. They thought we were lying, and I was
Austin, our friend Austin, which is one of the guys. He's one of those guys who just makes fun of everything. Just like everything just kind of rolls down his back. It's just about his girlfriend.
Yeah, that's like
that's a different story.
Keep going.
But I don't know. He didn't believe us, but he was just joking about it, just to joke about something. Thomas, he's more logical. So he was like, you guys probably just
smarter than normal teenagers.
Yeah, he's not that bad looking. Sorry. And he was like, you guys probably just hallucinated and stuff. And of course, Summer's like on Daquan, like, oh my god,
no.
save me. She's like, I'm scared.
No.
Hold me. It's like her when we went to go see The Possession.
Yeah, The Possession. Oh,
shut up. Different story. Trying to stay on track here.
Yeah, it's getting way too long of the video. So we're gonna wrap this up by saying, don't trust Halloween because it will scare the shit out of you, and then it will come back to haunt you if you're really scared because people like to scare you.
Yeah. And maybe
basically the moral of life.
Yeah, and if you see a guy in a white mask, cut off his penis with a pocket knife. He'll be okay. I'm sorry.
It's illegal language for YouTube.
Oops.
Okay. Okay, bye. We're making a video.